My man P71 Motors is giving the Crown Vic the business. Man, check him out here on YouTube. Yo, welcome back to the BSD4 channel. Windows, what's going on? What's happening, man? First, let me tell you guys, sorry that I cannot put the comments in the comment section, man, because you know I really do miss that. So I'm still getting parts for the daggone computer. Don't mind that, I'm trying to get it. All right, I'm trying to work through it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a lot of names underneath here. Hopefully I didn't miss too many people. There's going to be a list of names that's going to be throughout the whole video to give you guys, you know, shout outs that, you know, hey man, I'm watching, I'm listening, I just can't answer in full sentences. All right, I know you guys didn't want a Ford Expedition, so here we go. We got the Crown Vic right in front of me. Now, let me tell you something now. There's a few things that made me prompt to do this video, and this is one of them. You know, I was thinking about something. I seen a couple of videos guys was posting, I mean, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, even like a day ago, talking about, you know, the Crown Vic coming back. They're gonna have to make two versions. They gotta make one all-wheel drive. Then it will be a little bit more multi-purpose. You know what I mean? Whoa, look at this here. Man, there's a lot going on out here. A lot of snow. But yeah, they have to make two versions out there. Because if they only make like this rear-wheel drive version, we still got the same Crown Vic, which is good. I think they should have two, you know, all-wheel drive and a rear-wheel drive. Now, you know, maybe the rear-wheel drive, maybe it's something else. Maybe it's a V6 twin turbo. I don't know. Give me something with a turbo or something. But you can't have a police car with a turbo, so, you know what I mean? Just give me a low-budget Coyote motor in there, you know, something with a little bit low horsepower, but it'll still be, you know, good to drive. Like, when this car is rolling, it's rolling when it's rolling, but when you at a stop and you just trying to get up out of a spot and you know, like the boys say from the dig, I'm getting more stuck. Now look, I gotta get violent to get it out of there. Come on, man, this is not good. Now, with all that said, that car could not get out of its own way in that little bit of snow going kind of in an up climb, but still it should be able to come out. So I feel that the Crown Victoria should be all-wheel drive the next go around. You know, the engine selection should be that new push rod motor, but at least a 5.0. It cannot be a 6.8 like the Mustang. We all know that. So let's give us a 5.0. 302 finally back into a Crown Victoria. Now, here's a little slight difference now. We want it to be all-wheel drive. It has to be all-wheel drive. We just need here and here. That's it. Click. Two-wheel drive high. We can still burn rubber. All-wheel drive when we about to, you know, do some stuff here. That's what we need in the new Police Interceptor, Crown Victoria, or whatever that's out there. We need that. Very important. Now, all you guys who have these Crown Victorias and you lift them and everything, you kind of got the gist of what is needed, but not quite there. Now, it needs to be a little bit higher. Now, this one is a high one. All the 2011 and probably 2008, 2007s or whatever, they're kind of high. Now, this needs to be a little bit higher off the ground, just a little bit, maybe an inch or two, just a little bit higher, right? All-wheel drive system, and it needs to be rigid as heck. Now, the styling should be the same. Now, most of you guys on the internet, you've seen all those videos out there with guys talking about the Crown Victoria needing, you know, as far as styling wise, it may look like the Ford Taurus and things like that. You know what, man? Look, it needs to look like this, okay? Keep this look, you know, round it off a little bit, make it broader, make it fit the new chassis. Would rather have that body on frame type situation, but we know it's expensive. You're going to do the unibody construction, well, just make it rigid on the Crown Victoria. Just do that. You can add pounds on it, I don't care, but it needs to have an all-wheel drive system. You want to do the V6, well, you give us the daggone turbo version if you want to do that, but we'd rather the push rod motor, if so, you know what I mean? Or you can give us an old Coyote motor, because you probably have a whole bunch of those leftovers, and then move us over to the push rods, and that would be dope. Now, when we jump into this thing here, man, we walk in it, we don't care about the interior. We don't care about all that fancy schmancy stuff. We don't need a cigarette lighter, all right? We do need a USB port. You can give us a funky little, you know, up in here. We can, you know, we can have that. You know, one of them nice little funky dashes or something like that. We can take that. But everything else, I want the heats with the knobs just like this. Give me the button. You know what I mean? We want it to stay nostalgic. But here's the problem. all-wheel drive. That is what is needed. If I tap on this gas too much, I'll be stuck inside here. Look it's slipping. I could be stuck out here, and guess what? I'll be screwed. And I ain't trying to be screwed out here today. You can't jump on the throttle. You know what I mean? Now, like with the Ford Expedition, you can. See, I can go through this. Crown Vic can roll in this now, but it'll have a hard time. And that's what we do not need for a new Crown Victoria. You cannot do this with this car. It's just not built properly to do certain situations like that. I got a serious ADHD moment, and I'm going to be spazzing out on telling you guys on how the Crown Victoria is going to come back. This is how it's going to work. Hold on to this. We remember the D3 platform. Now, I don't remember the D3 platform. Well, basically, it was a Ford Explorer platform and also a Ford Taurus platform. Now, those two vehicles shared the same chassis. You get what I'm saying? Follow me. Both were front-wheel drive transverse types thing. We like the Ford Explorer, how it looks, but it was not rear-wheel drive like how it was traditionally. So for 2020, they came out with the new Ford Explorer, and it's dope because it's now rear-wheel drive. Now, with the CD6 platform, they're going to make the Mustang out of that. If they're going to make the Mustang out of that daggone platform, that also means that you can just add 2 more doors to it and it can become a Lincoln. Now, they won't do any Ford cars, but Lincoln does need some cars. People go into the Lincoln showroom and can't buy a daggone car. That's where Ford went wrong. Nobody really want an SUV when they go in there and buy a Lincoln. They want a Lincoln town car. What I feel is that they're going to make a Lincoln town car. So if they make a Lincoln town car out of this platform, we will get a Crown Victoria on the back end, because you know how Ford do. So with that said, man, here's what I propose, man. For you guys who are graphic designers, who do this thing, do real rendering, here's what you need to do, man. You take this CD6 platform, right, from a Ford Explorer to 2020 and transform it into a car, a Crown Victoria. Now that's what you guys need to do. Because that is more of a realistic standpoint versus starting from, how the Crown Victoria is right now. You need to start from that platform because that is how Ford is going to do it. You know what I mean? You give the dimensions, you give everything and all of this stuff here, and it should come out pretty sweet. To my man Straight Six fan, because I remember you like designing cars versus fixing on them. So if that is the case, you need to really display your talents on this situation here. I would really love to see your rendition of it. The key factor is you gotta use that Ford Explorer platform to do it. You know what I mean? So you can share some of the same parts as the Ford Explorer on the new Crown Vic design that you're doing. Or basically, it would be more so for a Lincoln Town Car. Better yet, Lincoln Town Car, because that's more realistic in what could happen versus having a Crown Victoria first. On some other news, you guys have not even keep me posted on this situation here. There is a guy on YouTube. It's hashtag LAR-HP. He is doing a 7.3 Godzilla swap in his Crown Victoria. Already took the frame off and everything. Here is the video. And here is the link. Go ahead and check him out. I'm going to put his link in the description below. Please check him out. I can't even comment on the situation, and it's kind of aggravating me because I just want to big him up and tell him, yo, this is cool, this is great, thank you for even doing this, because now I know I'm not doing it, and this is a great thing for all the Crown Vic guys out there. You really want to see something unique, you best to go check out that channel. I think it's what, L8. I think I said A, but it's 8. You guys got to check that out. That swap is going to be very important for all you guys who are even thinking about doing that Godzilla swap. That'll be dope. And just on that motor, period, swap. Now, what we got going on here is we got the daggone grill. The grill came before the daggone seals, which is crazy. I don't understand that. But we're gonna go out here and go ahead and check it out and see what it looks like. Also too, man, what I wanted to share with you guys, how do you guys feel about swaps changing your channel? As far as like, you do a very unique swap on your channel and you think that you're gonna get more subscribers and more views and stuff like that. Do you think that's possible? Because my man Old Car Guy said something on his channel the other day, and I was kind of debating, like I was 50-50 with that comment he made.
If you guys joined us for the Christmas special of the Car Guy and Six Fan Show, you will know that we talked about different options as far as possible engine swaps in our cars. And on this one here, being no different, I want to do something different, something that's going to bring my channel to the forefront of YouTube that we think maybe nobody's ever seen before. So we are going to be doing some big mods to this car. I want to do something, like I said, that's a little bit different, that's going to bring the channel to the forefront of YouTube, meaning more views, more subscribers, and more support from viewers like you guys.
So you see that? I don't know how that's going to really work for most people out there who think a swap is going to merely change the dynamic of your channel. There's so many people out there that did swaps, and I'm going to be speaking about this on the other video, but right now this looking good. You know, I gotta wrap this. It fits. It fits. I just gotta see. It works. I just have to bolt it up. But we're gonna have to get that new bumper first and all that stuff there, and then we don't know what we're doing with this actually, color-wise, and all of that stuff there. So on the next video, man, we're gonna be talking about swaps on your channel. And does the swap really change the dynamics of your channel, or does it begin with you versus the swap? Think about that. We'll be talking about that on the next video. We'll see you guys on the next one. All right, man, click like, subscribe, and check out all the other Panther platform videos. Stay tuned, brothers, stay tuned, and we'll see you guys on the next one. All right, later. Wait a minute, no. We're going to be talking about this 2007 Crown Victoria concept. Yes, in 2007 they had a Crown Victoria concept. Now that was no rendering. This is at an auto show. I mean, real legit. They had this man here talking about it, and people were like, wasn't really feeling it. Now here's some footage at the auto show. Now the car was a little bit ahead of its time. You know, concept cars are always extra, and they also made it in the Interceptor version. Now that blue car was an Interceptor, nevertheless. Now back to this car here. The guy pitched it, had the nice roof line. I mean, it was a little bit extra. Now you would think that they probably scrapped this idea. Not really. They don't scrap anything. All they do is they just revise things and put them into other type of cars. Like this Ford Taurus, for example. If you look at it, it's a condensed version. See that little thing by the front fender? Same situation. Now let's get back to this. They just changed the front lights. That's all they did. It's an illusion of your imagination. They just condensed it, shortened it, and changed the front fascia, but everything else all the way around the car is basically, like I'm trying to tell you guys who was out in a Ford Taurus to be a Crown Victoria. No. Crown Victoria was a basis for the Ford Taurus of now. Let me know if you think that this car can really come back. Leave a comment below. All right? Later.
Sister brother to those. Handmade over in Dearborn, set up as a tri-fuel flex fuel engine. This runs on ethanol. It runs on 109 octane pure ethanol. It runs on E85 and it runs on 87 octane regular gasoline. It's 400 horsepower.